the awful situation we're seeing right now in Ukraine. I wanted to hear what your thoughts are on what's going on, and obviously there's been a lot of talk yesterday about FIFA and the decisions they're making as well. I just wanted to get your opinion on everything.
My opinion, and it's a very sad situation. And we are in 2022, and to talk about the possibility to be a war, and I think that it's incredible. And it's incredible at the same time, and it's stupid. Only to think a situation like this. And, well, we need to have the peace in the world for everybody, not people that to die for this type of situation that I repeat are incredible to be in 2022, and to understand that there is the possibility to have a war, and the war for sure is not an answer for nothing, and the whole world has to be compact, and to show to be solid against the stupidity of the people.
On that, do you think football could do more to raise awareness for what's going on right now, and to be stricter maybe in some of its decision making from the top?
Yeah, but the football, what we can do is to tell our opinion, no? And to the media, and yeah, I think this moment, this is the maximum that we can do, no? And to use our popularity, you understand, and then to transfer the right message and the rest of the people, because we are lucky to have this possibility, and I think that it's right to express our disappointment, our disappointment about the stupidity, no, of the some decisions. And I repeat, the war is not an answer for nothing, never, and this must be very clear. And football also, and FIFA, UEFA has to be compact, and to show to be strong also against country that at this moment they don't want to stay to show unity. You understand? Yeah.
Follow on from me. Obviously, we had a great result on the weekend, but that meant the end of Marcelo Bielsa, at least. Never nice to see, I'm sure, a fellow manager leave a job. What do you make of the job he did and Marcelo Bielsa as a manager?
But honestly, I'm very disappointed. Because we are talking about an important manager, and we are talking about a person that is a master for many managers, for many coaches, and in the past and in the present. And I think yeah, and yesterday when I read the news, and this news hurt me, because we are talking a bit about not only a manager with a great idea of football and a vision of football, and teach a lot to the other people, especially the people that do this job. But at the same time, I have great respect for him as a person, as a man, because he's in every situation he showed great integrity. And honestly, football not always you can find this type of person. And I'm really disappointed and for this, but in other hand, yeah, and, I understand that the club, the club has to make the decision, and I know very well the owner, the chairman, and Andrea Regizzani is my friend, and it was nice to read the words that he used yesterday about Marcelo, and he spoke about the mentality that he brought for the club, because he worked for 3 years and a half, and after the first season that they lost the promotion, and the semi-final, and then he had the promotion. Last season he had a fantastic season. Also in this season the position was out of the relegation zone. But I understand sometimes and the club has to try to change some situation, and the first people that you can change at this moment is the coach. But for sure Andrea knows very well the value about Marcelo and what Marcelo did for this club in these 3 years and a half.
Thank you, Antonio. Ian Abrams, TalkSport.
You're right, well, good. You say FIFA and UEFA need to be compact, to be together over what's happening with Russia and Ukraine. Are you saying that Russia as a nation, as a football team, and all the club teams should be excluded from football right now? And from your previous position at Chelsea, do you feel a little bit for the position they're in, because obviously they're owned by Roman Abramovich?
But this is a question about a political question, and I think that I have always expressed my thoughts about this, and I think everybody has to show the disappointment about this situation, because as I said to you before, in 2022 it's incredible to think, only to think, to have the minimum possibility to have a war, but it's incredible for ourselves, for the new generation, for the children, for everybody, and I repeat, it's incredible to stay here now and with me, with other coaches, with the players, and to speak about this topic, and in 2022 is incredible.
Would you like to see Italy as a nation follow England and Scotland and say we're not going to play Russia?
No, but I think the whole world has to show to be a unit, and to show that solidity, and to be unit, and because in this moment it's very important to send the right message that the world is much more important than the fight between two countries. Yeah.
Finally, a football question.
Yeah.
How desperate
is
are
better.
It's better, yeah.
Better.
How desperate are you to win the FA Cup this year? Is there anything you can win? I know you love holding pieces of silverware, going to Middlesbrough. How desperate are you to win this FA Cup?
But I'm not desperate, but you know very well that I like to win. But I'm not desperate, otherwise it would be very difficult to continue to for sure it's a good competition, it's a great competition, and I was lucky to, previously I was lucky to reach the final, in 2 years in a row, and I'd like to give continuity to this tradition, and especially for Tottenham, especially for my players, especially for the fans, for the club, not only for me, but you know very well that this trophy is not simple, and it's not easy, and tomorrow we have to face Middlesbrough, a tough game, You know very well that Middlesbrough eliminated Manchester United of this competition. I want to see continuity in the performance, in the result of my players, and because we need to give continuity to show that also in the defeat we are learning something more, and I hope so tomorrow to see a good game and to see good football, but at the same time with the great desire to go to the next round. And then apart, I want to celebrate the yesterday game with Chelsea and Liverpool. It was exciting and to watch this type of game, and I think it was a final of the Champions League, not it was a final of a trophy, no, a Carabao. And this also to underline the difficulty to win trophy in this country. And it was amazing for me. It was amazing, I think, for all the people in the other countries to watch this game. It was amazing. And great congratulations for me to Chelsea and Liverpool, the players, the coach, for the fans, for the total environment. It was a fantastic spot for football, and I think that England has to be proud about this.
Thank you. Time for two more in this section, so Alistair Gold and finish with Charlie Eccleshare.
Antonio, going back to Saturday's game, one of the positives was Matt Doherty's performance. How important is it for now for him to build on that?
But Matt Doherty is another player that is improving. And he's improving a lot, and he's working very hard. He's a serious guy, and I like him because if he plays or if he doesn't play, his commitment, his attitude is always at the top. I think he's improving a lot, and he understood that in this squad he can have an important part and of this team, and with Emerson on the right, but also Doherty can play on the left, and he gave me a good alternative. I was pleased to see his perform at this level. It was the same for Sessegnon, and now we have recovered Sergio Reguilon, and then Emerson. And we are improving because we are working a lot. We are working hard, and also when there are the defeats, if you are a player that you have only 17 years old, I think that Dana is working very hard. I think that this is a really good prospect from the academy. For sure, is in this moment the best prospect from the academy. But we have also a couple of players very good that they have been training with us, and they are improving. And they has to continue to work in this way very hard. We are trying also to find the best solution for the training session with him, because in the past he had many injuries, but he has great potentiality. He's only 17 years old. He has to continue to improve, to grow, to understand and to think about football. And I repeat, it was a signal for him, because he deserved to have this opportunity to play 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 1.5. I repeat, I don't give gift anybody. They have to deserve this opportunity.
Charlie?
Hi Antonio. In the past you've been at clubs where you've won big trophies when they haven't maybe won a big trophy for a little while, and that's the case at Spurs. What do you think it would do for the players, some of whom haven't won a big trophy in their careers, to win something like the FA Cup?
To win trophy, now in England, as I said you before, it's very, very difficult. Because maybe in this moment it's easier to win in Europe than in England. Because you know that at the end when you start to play the quarter final and the semi-final, the final, you have to fight against the top team that probably need to play the final of Champions League and also in Europe will arrive at the end of the competition. It's important to continue to go through in this trophy. This happened in Carabao because I think that underestimate the semi-final that Tottenham reached, because the final was Chelsea-Liverpool, and to reach the semi-final in this moment, I think that is a good result for Tottenham, and for sure this has to be a boost, no? A boost to push us to try to improve and to improve the level, to improve to be competitive, to become more competitive, to try to lift the trophy as soon as possible. Because if I speak about future, and you can you don't understand, no? The time that we need. But for sure, it will be very important to work very, very well to improve the level and to be ready to fight to win the trophy. And I repeat, to win a trophy in England now is very difficult, but has to give you great satisfaction to you and your fans.
And I know he's been asked, is there any team news, any injuries from the weekend?
No, it was the same. It was the same, and we have the same players, the same squad that we faced Leeds on Saturday.
So no Skip, no Tanganga, they're still...
No Skip, no Tanganga, no Nomura, no Betancourt.